episode 9 of the Think Much podcast. I'm your host, Loventas.
What's up? Last episode of the year, baby. My name's Lucas. Why you look so blown? Sorry.
That was not planned. But yeah, this is the last episode before the new year. The first one after Christmas. First of all, how was your Christmas? How was the holiday?
Well, it was good, bro. Like, it was, it's just good to have family around, see the unity, feel the unity, and just feel love, bro. Like, shout out to my family, everyone out there. I had dibble dabble in both Christmases. I went on my dad's on Christmas Eve. They had a big fish fry, and then I came home on Christmas, and we had kind of a fish fry here. My stepdad, Terry Elliott, shout out to him. Cooked gator, speck, and peacock bass, which is located kind of in the Miami area. It was good eating, bro. Really good eating. It was good, bro. Like, didn't really, it was all good. It was all good, man. Before we get too far into it, I wanted to say, man, just shout out to people supporting us, bro. I'm so happy. It's the end of the year, bro. Like I said, what were we, like a month and a half in?
A month and a half, yeah.
A month and a half in, we're seeing progress through it. People are really, all the feedback we're getting is positive. They liking it. And we're kind of all over the state somewhat. We have a little bit kind of all over the state, bro. Little something.
That might be a little stretch.
A little stretch.
I get what you're saying.
Dream big, bro. Dream big.
Being ambitious. Before we get any further, I just want to say, if you would like to support us, all you have to do is leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts if you have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone and you're listening on Spotify, you could just follow us, and that would be just as good. And also check out our YouTube as well. We're trying to.
That's an up and coming process, trying to figure out the editing and stuff on that. It's a little rough right now.
Yeah, just the production. Yeah, it's kind of amateurish, but we're gonna figure it out.
We're getting there.
Any tips and pointers would be helpful.
Also, I did say I'd give a shout out to Big Rubik's
Big
Cube
Ruben.
out there in Texas. We said that we'd give a shout out to him. So I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for the support. He's probably the number one fan right now. I'm being 100% honest with you, bro. So just shout out to all them boys. But anyways, let's get into it, bro. How was your Christmas?
Oh, I just said it. We didn't really do much.
Oh, did you? My fault. I didn't even hear you, bro.
No. It's whatever. I'm used to getting annoyed.
Why you look at me like that?
No, but Christmas. We didn't celebrate Christmas, so just another day.
Did you do anything? Like, I'm talking about, did you do anything like with the family or anything? With the family? I know everyone had off.
No. It was just not everyone had off. My mom worked.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, besides that, everyone else was off. It was just another day to spend with the family, pretty much.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. But yeah, bro.
No festivities, just family time.
That's good. You got anything planned for New Year's?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, no. I haven't even really thought about New Year's, bro, to be honest. It hasn't even really crossed my mind.
It's crazy that it's next Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Or next Tuesday going into Wednesday. It's crazy, bro. It's already the end of the new year. How was this year for you, bro?
This year?
Let's go ahead and jump into that bag. How's this year for you?
Interesting. This year is very interesting, to say the least, bro. But overall, in life, there's lessons and blessings, and let's just say I had a lot of lessons this year.
Hey, it opens the door to better blessings, bro.
I hope so. That's what we're striving for sure.
This year was absolutely horrifying for me, but this is definitely a year. I told you this earlier. This is definitely a year that I'm gonna remember for sure for myself. I've had a lot of ups and downs, bro. A lot of life-changing events, bro. I started this, a second job. I've gotten kind of closer with my family, definitely closer with my friends. We revamped this podcast like 2 times. So this is our second time. Did it happen earlier this year, didn't it?
Yeah. So it happened in June. Yeah.
Who opens 2 podcasts in 1 year? Failed college algebra about 400 times. Still going strong though.
Yeah, keep pushing through, man.
But the biggest thing I can honestly say is I've really grown as a person. I've learned more about myself, and I've definitely gotten closer to the people that are close to me. And we're taking this thing to a new level, bro. It's definitely up and coming. It's definitely crazy, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I just hope that you keep your end of the word.
Me.
Let's keep this thing rocking. Since it's the end of the decade as well.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's
10 years.
I guess that's what they keep saying. I haven't done the math, but that's what they keep saying. So I'll take their word for it.
I can't do that.
What are some? Yeah, exactly. So what are some of your favorite moments like from the decade? Like you don't got to do like a top 10 list because
in general,
I'm
you
sure
give a specific
like
topic.
Anything like what is like from music, movies, whatever, personal. Like what are some of your favorite moments?
You put me
from the decade.
Put me on the spot here, bro.
Hold on, we talked about this. I told him this like this morning. So don't fall for it.
And,
you should have planned better.
I don't know, bro. Like this decade, just in general. I don't know, bro. Like a lot of decade in general, me and my personal life, a lot of people came and gone throughout my life. But you know, the realest ones have stayed, bro. Like, that was so generic, wasn't
Super
it? Super God,
cliche.
shoot me. That was generic. But
A lot of people have come and gone.
But you know, you know, I've gotten a lot closer with my family each and every day. A lot of good movies, a lot of good TV shows too.
Like what?
Huh?
Like what? Can you name any?
You said Breaking Bad.
Okay,
But,
that was
I'll go as far as The Walking Dead. I'll go as far as Power. You know, Power is a really great show.
Power had 3 good seasons.
Relax.
The Walking Dead had 3 good seasons. Now it's just I don't know what you call it.
Hey, this is opinion time, right?
Okay, you're right.
Based off opinion
Sorry,
here?
yeah.
As far as music, well, there's too many albums, too many things to count in my book, bro. I can't. Too many. But I don't know. It's been a long decade, bro. It's weird. How about you?
Yeah, it's been a long 10 years, hasn't it? Now, this was
I think it was the most impactful decade as far as music and.
No, let's relax.
Not for.
Calm down.
Yeah. Let me relax, bro. I totally forgot the '90s, bro.
Let's settle down with the hot takes because the 2000s had some classics too. So let's settle down.
Yeah. What am I talking about?
No, but as far as surprises, dude, there's a lot of surprises that happened this year. And
A lot of deaths too, bro. Think about it.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. Like, what do you mean by deaths?
Like you got Mac Miller, just this year alone, Mac Miller, Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah, this year,
as far as
a lot of unexpected deaths. Yeah, there's
as far as
a lot of tragedy. Yeah.
Did Whitney Houston die this decade? That was this decade, bro.
No, what are you? Did she? No. Now you got me tripping. No, Whitney Houston not died this decade. No, bro, she died in the 2000s, bro. Hold up.
You sure, bro?
Yes, I'm sure Whitney Houston. No, she did not die in the past 10 years, bro. No, but dude, there's a lot of surprises. Like I think in 2016 when Trump got elected, like. Just the
I
fact
forgot that happened. That's definitely something huge, bro.
Yeah, just the fact that he got elected. I mean,
smart businessman.
I mean, whatever you call it, just the fact that he got elected was definitely a shocker, dude. Oh yeah, she died this decade.
Okay, that's what I thought.
2012. Okay, dang, that's
what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, Trump getting elected was probably the biggest surprise for me. So let me try.
So why was that a big surprise?
Because I just didn't expect it. I mean, I just thought it was like a.
Yeah, to be fair, like what
I didn't even like. I remember on election, like when he got elected, coming into work, like just shocked.
Bro, I'm still now that we think about it, it's still kind of shocking. Like, well, a TV star and a businessman became president. Like, pretty. That's what it is, bro. Like,
well, Ronald Reagan was a TV star.
Was he?
Or he was a movie star, so he was famous too.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not the first famous president. Yeah, he just the.
He already had that cloud boy. He said what the people wanted to hear though. Yeah, that's good. That wall still has holes in it though, people. Just saying.
Some people wanted to hear that. But let me get into some music. Of course, some of the classic albums that dropped this year, like Frank Ocean, Channel Orange. I gotta shout that out. That's
this year?
No, this decade.
Decade, okay.
Decade, yeah. Channel Orange that came out in 2012. Good Kid, Mad City.
I was just about to say that came out too.
Came out 2012.
But now this is gonna sound like a dumb question, but I want your opinion. That's a legendary album to you, right?
Yes, Lucas. Yes, it's a glorified classic by most experts. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of great music. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was a big moment because
this man went from music to movies.
I said I'm going for my favorite moments, like my favorite moments. Can I do me? Can I please do me?
Right, you're right.
Breaking Bad was a big moment because I remember the last episode in literature class. Everyone was talking about teacher took the first 20 minutes and we just discussed the episode. It's
I still haven't seen it.
well, yeah, only smart people watch that type of stuff.
Bro, he's
It's
a
considered-
teacher that's a chemist, bro. Relax.
Huh?
I said chemist. That's a drug dealer.
No,
Relax.
he's a chemist. Yeah, he's definitely a
Okay.
chemist. No, but it's considered one of the greatest shows of all time, and for good reason, dude. It's not
Better than
overhyped.
Power.
Huh?
It's better than Power.
Power, dude. Who shot Ghost? Or whatever his name is. Dude, no one. I'm sorry. No one. First of all, no one has stars. So no one has stars. So no one's watching Power. So I had to
They
break
got
it
that
to
bootleg, bro.
you. Dude. Powers has been dead for like
Bro, that's another big thing too this decade, bro.
like 2.
Subscription services and stuff like that
I guess yeah. The
really
emergence
started
of
booming. Technology really started booming. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
subscriptions.
you.
Yeah,
It's
no,
your
it's not,
spotlight.
no, I'm used to it. No, just continue to interrupt me. It's all
Sorry.
good. No, but yeah, subscriptions came and dominated this decade, like towards the latter part. Netflix was huge. Actually, Netflix has been around, dude. Remember when Netflix was like on the CDs?
Yeah, bro.
Like when you had to get them at the 7-Eleven.
We sound so old.
No, I mean, when did Netflix become like?
No,
a
it was
subscription
on
thing?
the CD, bro. I still think I've returned one. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, dude, we've seen a lot of changes. Did Blockbuster die this year? I mean, this decade.
Really?
I'm asking.
Well, I don't know if it was this decade, but I know Netflix ran Blockbuster out pretty much, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? They ran Blockbuster out, and Disney Plus has the potential to run them out.
No, they're not gonna run them out. It's just gonna be friendly competition. I mean,
You think it's gonna be friendly competition? Is there
Yes,
such thing
Netflix?
as?
Netflix still puts out good shows. It still has good original content. It's not gonna.
I only watch it for the stand-up comedians.
Well, I don't even watch it for that. There's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of good ones on there. Give me Chappelle.
And Kevin Hart, the old Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Old Kevin Hart,
Okay,
relax,
okay,
bro.
yes.
Old Kevin Hart.
Yes, yeah.
Not this new one with a gun in the pocket or whatever he was saying.
Dude, can we talk about that? Can we talk about the evolution of Kevin Hart? Look, I get it, man. Get your money, but come on, let's be real.
That special was horrible.
Not just. I'm not gonna say horrible. I'm just gonna say it's not for me because that's a PC thing to say.
It's horrible. Sorry.
Okay, you can
I'll
say
take that route. You really think he's gonna watch
It's
it?
just the past few though, bro. Like, I'll give you one, but like, dude, you put out a string of like, but see, I can't really knock it because he's selling these venues out. He's breaking records.
Yeah,
and, like,
no, he was. It's just like that. It wouldn't have been so bad if that one like gun compartment, if that bit wasn't so damn long, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even watch it.
Oh, well, for people out there that did watch it.
I'm sorry. I watched like the first 10 minutes and I decided.
For people
it
out there that
wasn't
did
for me.
watch it, that bit was like 15 minutes long, bro.
I
And he
mean-
kept saying the same thing. And like, I get it. Like, you know, obviously in some jokes you kind of do, but I don't think it was hitting, bro. Like that. Like, I don't think a lot of people were laughing at it. I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, I'm not mad at a bit being long. I mean, but if it's.
If you see it not working, cut it short. But who knows? It could be working.
I
For the
mean,
crowd. I wasn't there.
there's
Who
a
am I
re-
to- who am I to judge? I'm broke.
Yeah, I'm saying
So-
there's a reason he put it in his special. Obviously, he was getting some type of traction from it. So that's that. Dave Chappelle came back from his comedy hiatus this decade.
Speaking of comebacks, bro, I just want to bring this up, bro. Eddie Murphy was on Saturday Night Live the other day. You think he's gonna be making a comeback?
Yes, it's been confirmed that he's doing a Netflix special.
Whoa.
Pay attention, my guy.
Yeah, I need to pay attention to the world, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. Plus, you didn't see his movie Dolomite on Netflix? Of course
No,
you did.
I
Of course
haven't
you did.
watched it yet.
Of course you didn't. It's actually a great movie, actually. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's back. We got Chappelle back, and yeah, so great decade for comedy, I'd say.
Yeah, I know it's coming back a lot.
Great decade. Back to the music thing. I know we're all over the place. Back to the music thing. This might be This might be like the second golden age of hip hop, at least.
Why you say that?
No,
you're right.
Think about, dude. Okay, J. Cole,
I was about to say.
Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Big Crit, Big Sean, Freddie Gibbs, Griselda. We got Griselda now. Vince Staples, Travis Scott,
Some people put
Mac
Jordan
Miller.
Lucas up there. Some people put Jeezy and Logic up there. I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm saying.
Jeezy was last decade.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Jeezy came out in 05, 06.
But I'm talking about like as far as like I don't want to say peak, but at least their good moments were this year. Like Jeezy.
I know, but I don't consider Jeezy like Jeezy, Rick Ross, Game, Kanye. They all came out in the 2000s. So I'm talking about the past 10 years.
Okay,
that
for sure.
generation. That's new artists from this generation, or from this past decade. Excuse me. This might be the second golden age, like because you got the 90s. People consider that the best decade of hip hop, at least.
Which is.
Yeah, for sure. But this one might give it a run for its money when you look at the longevity of these artists, bro. Like,
And then all of them, bro, like all of them have really good storytelling albums at that. Like, let's just take Good Kid, Mad City for example. That was a storytelling album, bro. That was a classic. J. Cole, you probably get about to jive me for J. Cole, but
I like J. Cole. I put you on J. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. I put you on J. Cole. I put it. Yo, since this is the end of the year, let's put it all out there. How much good music did I put you on? You
not that much.
You want to admit to the world how much music I put you on?
You put me on
Chance. I put you on Chance.
You put me on Green Day.
I put you on Chance. I put you on J. Cole. No, I put you on Kendrick. Yes, I did.
You didn't put me on Chance. You put me on J. Cole, bro.
I didn't put you on Lucas.
Jonathan Brogel, our other brother, put me on.
Shut up. I put him on Chance. I put all y'all on Chance. I just want to make the record straight. I put the whole high school on Chance.
But to be fair, in high school, bro, you were like in a dark room just listening to the music all day, bro.
Dark times,
I don't know
bro.
where you were finding these people at, bro. I was
Dat
like,
Piff.
bro.
Yo, shout out Dat Piff. Yo. Shout out to all the mixtape apps, man, back in the day. That's
Bro, because I was like, bro, where is this man finding? I'm over here still using YouTube and stuff trying to find these people.
Dude, when I met you, you used to listen to A-Sid. No offense to A-Sid.
Hey, he got his bag, bro.
No, I like A-Sid, but I'm just saying you're only listening to one rapper on that.
Yeah, but hey, you right, bro.
This man had Bugatti on repeat.
Just A-Sid's verse.
Yeah. What was the other song he had? I forget, but he had another big song. But
yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I was very.
Yeah, you're listening to a lot.
Very not cultured.
Oh yeah, the set to say the least. You're listening to a lot of country, which I don't mind it, but it's just not mine.
But nah, bro, I'll be getting down in my country bag sometimes, bro. I can't lie.
Do you?
Big green tractor, bro.
Dang, that sounds horrible, dude. I feel like country. Did country die?
No, bro.
No, dude, country died after Nelly and Tim McGraw.
No.
What was that song?
I have no idea.
You know that song?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
After that song, there.
Nah, bro, but like country. Wait, let's go ahead and talk about this, bro. This is kind of weird. Like, country kind of took a rap form, I guess you could say. Like, they'll try to spit like it. It's weird. It's weird, bro. Like, it'll be country and rap. That's the best way I can. It's like combined. It'll have like a country tone.
If it's not Nelly,
it's weird to me, bro. If it's not Old Town Road, I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry.
Dang, yeah, that was another big song. They try to keep him off the Billboard for the Was it? Yeah, the country charts. They try to keep him.
Yeah, because they said it wasn't. Nah, let's relax. Can African Americans succeed in the country, please? Other than Darius Rucker.
Is he the only one?
Only one that I
well, Nelly had that big.
Come on, bro. Nelly, you talking about the meth head Nelly?
He was selling it, bro. He's not a.
Why are you selling it if you're a millionaire? Someone let me know.
Yeah, he got caught a lot of meth, bro. Yeah, he got
too much, bro.
He got caught a lot of meth. Let's sports.
Whoa,
what was the most dominant sports team of the decade? You going Warriors or Patriots, or I don't know.
If we're going anywhere, probably
Patriots.
I was gonna say the Warriors, bro.
How many?
If we're going any sport, it'd probably definitely be a Warriors.
Warriors went to 5 in 10 years. How many did the Patriots?
Then how many they won? They won 4, right?
No, they won 3.
They won 3.
They won 3 and 3.
They
went to 5 straight.
Forget how many Patriots. I think Patriots went to.
No.
Is it 4?
They've gone to at least 3 because remember they lost the one to the Eagles.
They lost the one with the Eagles. They won
last year.
They won the year before that.
And they beat the Falcons.
So
that's at least 3.
Yeah. Did they win 3 years in a row? I don't think they won 3 years in a row.
No, they never 3-peated.
Who won the? Okay, so they beat the Falcons. Who won the year before that? That's what I'm trying to think.
The Broncos.
Was it Peyton Manning and the Broncos then?
Yeah, was that Peyton Manning's Broncos when Von Miller won when they beat the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah, I'm sorry, not Peyton Manning. You mean Von Miller won that game?
Von Miller won that game. Who was the quarterback for it though? Was it Brock Osweiler? No, never mind. That was during the regular season. All right, we're going off on a tangent. We should have came prepared.
No. As far as like sports teams go, yeah, I'd put the Warriors up there. Patriots are still dominating.
Yeah, it's between the Patriots or the Warriors for sure. I don't know much about baseball. You got any input baseball?
Yeah, what do I look like? I'm not Hispanic. I mean, I am.
Whoa.
Culture vulture. I'm sorry.
Whoa. I like Hispanic people. Oh, let's relax. No, I just don't have any input on baseball.
Nah, who watches? You watch soccer?
I believe the correct term is football. you uncultured swine. And no, I don't watch soccer.
What do you think? Okay, let's dip a little bit into gaming, bro. What do you think? What do you think as far as like the games were?
The good games. Whew, boy. Okay. Damn, dude.
I'm trying.
We should really put a list together. Actually.
Yeah, bro. Because I'm trying to hit all spectrums, bro. Because there's a lot of categories. You gotta put Grand Theft Auto out there, I would imagine.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto was probably the biggest game of the decade for sure.
But Fallout 2, Fallout was
a great game. Although Fallout 3 came out in 2009, I believe, or 08.
Overwatch 2, as far as multiplayer.
Overwatch was very popular.
Apex is making its kind of break.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite definitely probably gonna get it for the decade.
I don't know about decade, bro. GTA made a lot of money. GTA people.
They're still making money.
Remember, GTA came out in what 2013?
Yeah. Was it 2013?
Yeah, remember because it came out on the PS3 first, then it came out on the PS4.
But I remember being in drama class, bro. We were talking about that. What mission you on? Anyway.
Yeah, I was too broke to get it, so I don't know what she talking about.
Dude, relax, you're rich.
I only got it on the PS4, but GTA was a huge game. Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Call of Duty was gonna be big.
That's why I didn't even put it in there.
It fell off, but that's a
Did it though? This past one seems to be pretty decent, bro.
Huh?
I'm liking this one more and more I play it. This past one.
I mean, hey, we could. I mean, that's your personal opinion, but I'm just going by the general consensus of.
Stats
people.
And stuff. Yeah. People.
Well, just people. The reception to it. It's not the same as it was when you were getting games like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It's just not the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's way more players playing the game at that time than there is now. So, that's that.
But was there really a widespread of multiplayer games then, though?
Yeah.
Because think of it now, bro. You got I said over.
I mean, that's a good point.
You got Apex, you got Fortnite, you got like a whole bunch of games that are like coming out.
Right, but if the game is good, people will play it. That's
true.
That's my thing. And there's always been great multiplayer games. It's just that now there's a lot more shooters.
Touche, yeah.
Which does kind of.
Do you think? Okay, let me ask you this, just to kind of dip a little bit in the fighting scheme. Do you think UFC had a really good break for this decade?
Oh yeah. This was the biggest year for them, no doubt. I keep saying year, biggest decade, yeah, for sure. Fastest growing sport in the world. You had
that stars. Amazes me, bro. How young that sport? How young UFC is.
Started MMA. Oh yeah,
MMA. Sorry, I was saying UFC.
You're right. Yeah, UFC. Started in '93. You're right. But MMA is a young sport too, and it is the fastest growing sport in the world. MMA is. But yeah, so this decade you had big stars like Conor McGregor come through, probably the biggest star in MMA history.
Bro, that man brings in so much money, bro. I was listening to Joe Rogan today. They were doing Sober October, my fault. And they were saying like how the Conor McGregor fight and who was he fighting? Gosh, don't put you in here. Who's he fighting?
Who? Cowboys Ronnie?
Yeah, thank you. I almost said Dallas. I don't know why I said Dallas. Wanted to say Dallas, but anyway, that's already sold out.
Oh yeah, well, a lot of fights sell out before the fight happens. I mean, Conor's definitely the biggest star. Brock Lesnar, another big star that came through. You had
went to WWE.
Ronda Rousey. Well, he was in WWE first, then he went to MMA, UFC. Then you got Ronda Rousey, another big star. She was a huge star. Still is a huge star. Now she's in WWE.
I think I'm not
John Jones. He emerged the best talent we've ever seen in the sport. Anderson Silva, his run kind of ended towards the beginning of the decade, but you still got him, dude. MMA. This was MMA's golden age for sure. Yeah, these past 10 years for sure.
Oh, that's dope, bro. I don't know, but it's so much just has gone on, bro. It's crazy. It's like, I mean, I know it's weird, like, cause we're young. I mean, like I said, I'm only 23, but it seems like we've seen so much, like, as far as like culture change, like the world change, technology taking over. I feel like we've seen a lot, bro, for our age, bro.
I don't know,
bro. I'm just talking about in general, not really this decade. I'm talking about more in general.
Like, what do you mean?
The Twitter and Facebook outbreaking, bro. We witnessed that. The age of technology, we witnessed that.
I had an AOL, so I've been hip to this. I've been in chat rooms before.
Don't stop it, kid. Stop
it. This is not new to me. I had a.
How you sound like you're like 60 right now, bro?
No, I've just been ahead of the curve. That's all.
This guy.
I had a what's that? I had a Apple desktop in '98.
You weren't even born. You definitely weren't.
I had dial-up internet, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you were like 6.
I had dial-up internet. So I've been ahead of the curve with that. So this social media thing is not new. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, we could talk about that. social media affecting people's actual lives too, man.
Yeah.
No, because come on, bro. Don't.
No. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the way you said it. Like that segue came out of nowhere, bro.
No, we're talking about social media. You
Anyway,
brought it up.
Anyway, what are you talking about my effective? How?
Because it makes people like depressed and whatnot, like
Come
especially
on.
young girls. It's true. What are you talking about?
Stop it.
These are studies.
Doesn't really.
What are you gonna go against these professionals, these doctors? What are you adding
Come
up?
on, bro. People reading books can get depressed, bro.
I don't know where you're getting your facts from, but that's not true. Just seeing people
I mean, I get
live
it.
quote unquote fake lives, and they're trying to live up with that. And of course, you got the online bullying thing. Social media has been really affecting. I mean, that's easy to say, but if people are talking about you online, you still have to go to the school. And then what then?
Yeah, I never really thought of it like
Yeah,
that. For school.
asshole. Yeah. Come on, bro. It's not that easy. Let's be real.
Get transferred, bro.
It's not that easy, but it does.
No,
affect people's lives.
no. On a real note, like I can see the negativity really like building up. You know, these people really second guessing life, bro, and really second guessing what they got going on. You were just explaining to me earlier about scrolling through Facebook. Stay off of it, bro. Like it's draining. You go down a hole and you can't come back out, bro.
Hey,
it's worse than YouTube.
That's a dumpster fire. Dude. Like
this is a dumpster
no,
fire.
it just is like just what.
I'm stealing it, by the way. Hold on. That
like,
might have been quote of the decade right there.
I stole it myself, so good luck. No, I'm just saying, just as far as like, how can I put this? Like, it's certain people. It's like, I didn't need to see that. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't need to see your whole story.
Yeah, sometimes Facebook will have like interesting things, like an interesting video, but most of the time,
because there's a lot of fake news, bro. I don't know.
A lot of fake news.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
A lot of fake news.
Bro,
that's hilarious.
I'm just saying some articles that people show me. If it's just Facebook, I kind of look at it secondly, bro.
Yeah, if you're getting your politics or news from Facebook, I can definitely see what side of the fence you stand on.
Definitely not gonna continue this conversation.
Exactly.
But yeah, bro, you can just go down a hole. It's like I was explaining to you earlier, bro. Like you just
deep hole.
Bro, you can just go. You can go like, especially when you're surrounded by. Let's say if you're surrounded by a whole bunch of right wingers, bro. Like
whoa. Let's not get political here. What's going on?
No.
Whoa, let's calm down.
I'm just like giving an example. Like if you're surrounded, no negativity here. If you're surrounded by a lot of right wingers and
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Although
disclaimer.
He's still getting impeached. But anyway,
disclaimer.
And you're a left wing, bro. If you scroll through the feed, bro, that's all you see, bro. It's right wing stuff. Pro whoever's in office. Trump.
Well, it came out that Facebook has an algorithm where, like, if you're feeding into that, then that's what it's gonna give you. Like,
really?
Like
do you think
the negative stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the negative stuff. Like, if you're feeding into that, it's Facebook is like the more stuff you interact with, that's what Facebook is gonna give you. So, and it seems to be those people like to gravitate towards that type of stuff. So that's what it's gonna give them. The outrage. So that's what they get. That's Facebook's algorithm.
These people don't care out here, bro.
Who?
Huh? Like, I'm just talking about, like, obviously you making money, you making a profit off of it.
I mean, but it's the algorithm, though. It's the computer. Like, it's giving you what you want, essentially. So, I mean, it's not... I don't think it's good or bad. I mean, it's not good or bad. It's just... It is what it is. It's a computer doing its job. Well, another big development throughout this decade was podcasting, man.
Yeah, that is something that... Oh, that was a little too loud. But, yeah. That's something that really took off this decade more than ever. I think, I don't want to really say this, but I think Joe Rogan kind of made that popular and kind of happening popular. At least I've seen for the past couple of years, anyway. Would you agree or disagree?
That he made it popular?
Yeah, well, not popular, but like kind of like more people are paying more attention to it.
I don't know.
I guess not, because Joe Budden did
I
his thing too. There's a lot. Actually, no, I take it back. There's a lot of like celebrities and stars and that.
Yeah,
stand
but
up.
you give I love Joe. That's
We're
getting way too much credit.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Let's relax.
But yeah,
plus even he admitted that he got his. He's definitely a top 5 biggest podcast. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Definitely top 10, but he even admits that he got his inspiration from the Opie and Anthony show.
Maybe
I was just
trying to get a job on the show. You just killed it for me.
Jamie has already got that on lock, so try again. But no.
That's something, because before, bro, everybody audiobooks were the biggest thing, and then audiobooks
They were not the biggest thing.
not the biggest thing.
No one was listening to audiobooks in 08. What are you talking about?
Bro,
I didn't have Audible.
you did it.
No one was listening to audiobooks in 2008. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I feel like audiobooks was
No, they were never. Maybe now audiobooks are starting to become a thing now with Audible.
Do you really think so?
Yes, no, I'm sure they had them, but it wasn't a big thing in 07.
I used to always listen to audiobooks.
We used to listen to freaking
What was a big thing before podcasting then?
radio.
Gosh, I feel dumb.
Radio was basically podcasting. Like you had shows like the Opie and Anthony show, which was basically a podcast in like a radio format. That's what Joe Rogan talks about all the time. That's where he got his inspiration.
Was it so? Radio was just like a censored podcast, pretty much. That played music.
Yeah, towards the end, like during that transition period when podcasts were first popping up, and radio was kind of like fizzling out. Yeah, that's
You blowing my mind right now, bro.
Yeah, that's radio was the start of a podcast, pretty much.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
crazy that and now, bro, radio's dying out and podcasting like. Bro,
I don't know if radio's dying out, but I mean it's people aren't listening to the radio as much, but you still got shows like your Breakfast Club and Hot 97.
Yeah.
Part 106 in LA. You got, I mean, dude, there's a lot of viable radio stations.
Yeah,
for sure it's not as popular, but you got some.
Yeah,
you got a lot of popular on-air personalities on the radio, like Angie Martinez. You still got a lot of popular people on the radio. So.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
maybe
definitely
just not down in Florida. I feel like we don't got no radio station.
Yo, speaking of which, dude,
that's why I think that. I mean, that's such a close-minded part of me.
I was driving on the interstate, and I saw a billboard that said, "We don't play no rap, no crap." Like it was like a radio station.
Stop lying, bro.
It had like a pig. Like I'm like, what the heck?
Lying, bro. You're lying,
dude.
Right now.
It made me so mad. Like what?
Well,
no, we don't play no rap, no crap. That was their slogan or whatever. Like, are you serious?
But you know, that's not the scary part. You know what's scary?
You can tell who they're trying to target. Like, you know what type of audience they're trying to attract.
You know what's scary? People probably driving by like, yeah, I agree.
That's
the scary part.
That's the messed up part. You're creating division. Like, you know what you're doing by creating that billboard. Like,
yeah.
It just blew me.
There's no rap, no crap. There? Like, God.
I mean, they paid for it, but still, like, it's just trying to cause division for no reason. It's so stupid.
Florida does things differently, though. Like,
That's what everyone says.
Yeah, Florida's just, I don't know. It's like, this is obviously where I grew up, so I'm used to it. But it seems like in the news, bro, we always popping up for some weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, remember we had that. There's that viral moment for a second when.
That's the finisher right there. Bro.
When you would just look up hashtag crazy Florida man or Florida and put in your birthday and something crazy would happen that day. You remember when we did that?
Yeah.
So yeah, Florida.
Bro, we had that serial killer in Tampa not too long. Well, it's probably 3 years now.
I don't know.
I wish that's common, but we had that man eating people's faces off down here, bro. We had people getting kidnapped.
People get kidnapped everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Well, why is Florida different? People get eaten by alligators? That's not everywhere.
Yeah, I guess not. People getting that baby got eaten by alligator at Disney World. You hear about that?
There's alligators in. Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Because for some reason the parents let the baby.
Yeah, wasn't he playing like on the beach or something, bro?
I don't know if it was beach or lake, but
Bro, that's.
Gator got him.
For one, why was that such a perfect Southern accent?
Why are you laughing? That's not funny, bro.
No, it's not, but it's the way
that
you
is shut that section off. Bro, you gotta stop laughing, bro. That baby died.
Yeah, I know, that's the messed up part. But
no, I mean,
on a real note though, but that's 100% the parents' fault though. Why are you not watching your baby?
I mean, look.
I think it was. I
don't want to blame. I don't want to blame the parents.
I'm blaming the parents.
Okay, because things happen. I'm blaming Disney World. Why you got gators on the property? Remove them
lake
things
in Florida. Bro.
Remove them things though. You got people walking in close proximity to the lake, to the body of water. How about you do your job and move these freaking alligators?
Bro, it's the environment, bro. It's their environment, bro.
Oh, so now you care about the environment when we destroy trees all the time and build houses, and now you got a problem. Dude, no, bro.
Bro, speaking of,
these are gators, bro. They
don't
attack people.
It's their environment, bro. We're intruding on their environment. You're messed up.
Huh?
We're intruding on their environment.
Dude,
If anything, they should move us.
You live on a lake right now, bro.
Yeah,
You're
but
intruding
I'm
on
not-
their environment. Yes, you are.
You 100% right, but I'm not saying we should take all the alligators out the lake.
So you're saying if alligator comes in and eats your Riley, you're not gonna get mad?
For one, why is Riley out there? Two,
Oh my
Riley's not gonna be out there
Okay,
because my
okay.
parents are gonna be watching her.
Okay, you think so? All right. If it's,
We
that
had
thing
to
sneak up on you.
We had to kill a gator because it kept messing with the dogs. Actually,
So why you killing the gator?
Huh?
Why you killing the gator now?
Because it's
their
either-
environment. No.
It is our it is their environment, right? It's
Exactly.
either our dogs or the gator. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so
JJ and Cracker, they stay in, bro.
so you can kill it, but Disney can't. See, that's the hypocrisy I'm talking about, bro. Like,
Bro, it's not.
it's Disney's fault. That's all I'm saying.
No, bro. Watch your kid, bro. Watch your kid.
Watch your dogs. Put your dogs on a leash, bro. What are you talking
Put
about?
him on a leash in the backyard.
Have him inside.
Right.
How about that? Jeez, don't kill the gator because it's doing its job, because it's living. Dude, can you
I
imagine?
make that same argument with the kid, though.
No, you can't. A kid doesn't know any better.
Neither does my dog.
Yes, it does. You know better. You're supposed to be watching the dogs, right? It's your responsibility.
Oh no, bro. Point being is a lot of weird stuff happening in Florida, bro.
Yeah. So podcast developed. Okay, let's back.
Yeah, let's backtrack a little bit. Go ahead.
No, yeah, just podcast developed.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
What trends did you notice or are noticing, if any, that are starting to happen that will carry on into the next decade, if any at all?
Wearing tight behind shorts. That's what I'm saying.
What?
People wearing tight behind shorts, bro. Sorry, I had to grab mine.
Tight behind shorts?
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
People wearing tight clothing, like tight pants, tight shorts, bro. I see that. That's a trend. Do you not see these people?
That's been happening since the 80s. What are you talking about?
Has it though?
Look at Michael Jackson, David Bowie, Prince. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Bro.
Those guys, dude, they've been wearing tight clothes since forever. What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
But I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about giving you a crop top. How would you feel about that? I'm trying to bring it back, bro.
Let's move on. Let's.
No, anyways, what kind of trends do you see? Sorry, I kind of killed the moment on that.
Yeah, you kind of ruined the moment for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Some trends that I see. The new comedians, if you will, like these comedians that blew up from Vine and Instagram and social media and things like that. I thought that was pretty interesting because they're I'm not saying they're not comedians, but I know it's just different because
Did they?
you hear because when I think of a comedian, I think of someone who does stand up, right? So these guys weren't doing stand up; they were just funny online, like with these clips and whatnot. And then you hear stories of them going like on stage and actually performing in front of a live crowd, and it not going so well. So I thought that was a pretty interesting development.
You said they weren't performing well?
No, because it's a different thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, wouldn't that be
Like-
kind of expected? That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, and a lot of those guys like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like kind of fell to the side and became irrelevant after a while, which is so. I know some guys that are doing like the sketch thing, but also doing stand-up comedy now. So
That's another. Well, okay. Now that you say that, kind of like clout for trending, like people trying to find clout like online and stuff.
that's what social media does.
Yeah,
man.
that's something that. Well, just I mean, it's still today. You know, you gotta have something behind you to kind of be successful. Like when it comes to the internet and stuff, you gotta build. It's a full-time job. Like
It is a
it,
full-time job.
Like promoting anything or even marketing.
Advertising,
Yeah,
all that.
advertising. Like it's a full-time job. Like when people, and you have some old timers that be like, these I don't want to say new people, but these youngsters is over here on their phones. You realize that they're probably making millions. I'm just saying because like they're on their phones, but it's a different type of work ethic. It's a different type of work. But it is a work. It is a job. You gotta follow the trends that's happening. Okay, let's go with fashion for example. You gotta follow the fashion trends that are happening so you can keep up to date. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot that goes into it that people don't seem to really understand. People just think that you're on the phone. Are you promoting right now? What you got going on?
No, keep talking.
Oh.
No, because on that, speaking of future work, because I like this tweet from this Twitter account called Podcast Notes, and they said the future of work is going to be you rolling out of bed, checking your phone, accepting a few gigs. You work when and where you want. You're rated and reviewed, and you're paid in crypto. So basically, that's how the future is going to be. And they're saying that in the future, what you're going to need to succeed is you're gonna need to know how to write and read well, be able to communicate with people, and just things like that, just like different type of social skills and stuff like that.
But
They said that's gonna be the future.
That brings us, and I'm glad you said that because it brings me back to this, something that my dad actually told us, where all these kind of labor jobs are gonna be gone. I'm not gonna say within the next decade or whatever, but they're eventually gonna be gone. And
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. Think about how fast Blockbuster went.
Yeah,
that was like overnight.
Bro, it's a what's that analogy? When shit just rolls over.
What, snowball effect?
Yeah, snowball effect. Exactly. Like it only takes one major business to okay, let's take robots for example. Like it takes one UPS to like be as successful like having robots instead of people, bro. And I'm just using UPS just as a broad example here. And then other companies be like, oh well, that's working. We're gonna do it here, and that's just how it
I mean, plus, dude, think about it. It's gonna save money.
Bro,
it's gonna be more efficient. You're not gonna have to pay health insurance.
You won't have to hear people. You won't have to hear people complain.
Yeah,
bro. You won't have no mishaps, no this, that, and the third.
Honestly, it's for the better.
Yeah,
I hate to say put it that way because I know people like are
losing their jobs.
Gonna be losing their jobs, and I hate to say.
It's always happening.
And I hate this. No, I just hate to say this term. Learn the code because.
No, it is.
I hate to say it, but those people right now,
like, to get us banned. Like
no,
on Twitter.
No, we're good. Like the people at the end of the road now, they'll be good, but people like growing up now, you got to think about, hey, maybe I should look at this instead of these labor jobs.
For real, like
I said, it's who knows? It could take 20 years. They might have laws that ban it. Like, no, we're not.
In some states and stuff like that.
Making our jobs all automation. We want humans doing them. So who knows?
But
it could disappear overnight. With the right technology, it could. Like,
it's gonna be the next trend. Let's take. Is it telephone marketers? Am I getting that right? That's like people. Okay, so
telemarketers.
Yeah. People? Well, telemarketers, yeah, like those are starting to take over by automated programs. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Well, it's obvious, but my point exactly. It starts there, bro, but it's gonna eventually, let's go into people. They got robots making cars.
Even Ubers. Think about Ubers, like when
self-driving cars are about to start coming, bro.
That's gonna be right.
And I think that is gonna happen in the next decade, bro.
Oh, it's happening now.
And I think that's gonna be the domino that falls first for other companies to be like, oh well, if this car can drive on road with nobody, why can't it throw a box with nobody, or why can't it not fly a plane, but why can't it make a plastic cup? Why are we paying these people for it? You know what I mean? If we can do something complicated, why can't it do something simple? So I think that's gonna be like kind of the domino effect where we really start to see the change, bro. It's ironic. People were so worried about flying cars, bro. We gotta worry about self-driving cars, bro. Like,
I'm not worried about them all. It's a good thing.
Huh?
It's a good thing.
Self-driving cars?
Yeah, we've had this discussion off air. I felt like self-driving cars would be best for everyone. I mean, I know people like the aesthetic of driving. I mean, like you should, if you want, like you can. It should be a self-driving car, but if you want to have the option to drive, that's cool too. But I feel like everyone having
iRobot, like
no, it's just safer for everyone. What are you talking about?
No,
if you're drunk, if you're sleepy, if you want to read a book, if you want to eat, let the car drive itself. It's perfect,
and that's great.
And you could get way more done. Think about if I'm on a road trip and I'm by myself, I can read a book like while I'm on the road trip.
You can read a book. You can market. You can use
something. Yeah, dude, it's just way better. What are you talking about? Like, that's one less thing you got to worry about. Like, and other crazy people on the road who are having a bad day or drunk drivers, just things like that. It's just a way safer, better option, dude. I can't wait for that to happen.
It's efficient, but I'm gonna be that person. I agree with you, but I'm kind of play devil's advocate, bro. I don't trust the car, bro. I want to trust myself. What if this car just takes off out of nowhere and starts hitting stuff,
but
bro?
Okay, again, we had this discussion off air. Think about when people were driving horses and carriages, and when the first Ford T model came out, people were probably saying the same thing. Oh, I'm not trusting this car. Look where we're at now. It's just part of the evolution, I guess. Part of the evolution of humans, bro. Like,
yeah, but it's different.
People were still riding horses.
Car and the car driving itself.
No, but dude, people were driving horses. This is a real animal. I'm going to trust this real animal. Oh yeah, sorry. I say driving. Yeah, people. Riding doesn't sound any better, but yeah, they're on these horses traveling, and they're thinking to themselves, "This is a real animal. This is a thing with the brain. I'm going to trust this over some machine." So,
it's part of thought of it, bro. You blow my mind. That's the second time you blew my mind today, bro. I never really thought of it like that.
Yeah, it's just part of human evolution, bro. Like, we're always going to be skeptical of new things, and we're going to be afraid of things that we don't know.
Either way, regardless,
until we see other people doing it and things, this can become normalized, and you'll eventually get into it. Then it'll be a new thing.
I mean, to me, and you're right. You're speaking the most logical sense of it because you are right. Like people are gonna be skeptical at first, but it's a trend that's gonna come, and it's not gonna go, bro. Because I think it's gonna benefit the rich. Well, I hate to put it like this, but it's gonna benefit, and the rich are gonna see it, and they're gonna want it, so it's gonna stay around. Does that make sense? Because in my mind, the rich really does control what goes on. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, maybe that is. I don't know. That's how I feel about some things.
There weren't really any good conspiracy theories this decade, were they?
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, the flat Earth thing that was pretty big this decade.
That was
right?
stupid.
But it was big this decade.
No,
right?
no, it was. Yeah, no, it was huge.
I'm sure people thought
People,
the Earth
no,
was
people
flat in
still
the
believe
90s.
it.
No. I'm saying I'm sure it started in the 90s or whatever, whenever it started. But I mean, I'm talking about before Aristotle and all those. What do you call them? Astrologists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So whatever those people.
But is there? Well, I think now more than ever, people are really starting to think the government's taking control, which that's always been a thing. But I think it's starting. It seems like it's starting to enhance now more than ever.
It's because we have all this information and technology.
Well, yeah, because they
There's
got
more info.
the face. I don't know. I still got a home button. I'm broke people. But.
Face recognition. Well, not even that. It's just that we got more info. We can fact check things, and like there's more transparency now more than ever. So.
Yeah,
you can't really hide. You got to be your authentic self, which is cool because can I talk about your dad a little bit? Like not in a bad way. Because he said something about a star. You remember what he said about a star? Like a star, like
an actual star?
No, not like an actual, like what the old cliche model of what a star person is, like a superstar. I'm taking this from Andrew Schultz, was basically with the transparency that we have now as people, you can be your authentic self without having to put on a facade or having to put on this fake persona, and you can actually be like famous and make money off of it. Point being is you can, like, there's no real model or outline on how to be a star. Like in the 90s, you had to have a certain look.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you lost me for a second, but I see what you're going.
You had to have a certain look or sound, blah, blah, blah. But now with the transparency we have and how personal we are,
you literally
especially
be yourself.
with social media, you can just be yourself and have your own fan base and have your own support system, which I think is amazing.
I think that now more than ever. I think people are fiending more for the realness and the honesty.
Exactly.
Rather than, it's pretty much what you're saying, just in simpler terms. Are fiending for that. Like they want the realness, the honesty. They feel like everyone's fake.
Yeah, they want the.
So I think that really, exactly. Like people feed off that. They feed off relatability. I don't know if that's a word or not. I just created
That's definitely a word.
Shout out to Weber.
That's definitely a word. It's been a word for thousands of years.
Can I get my props, bro? I just created a word.
Come on, bro. Give Webster's props.
Anyway, I said Weber when I gave props.
Weber University.
Wow. Anyway, dang it. I forgot where I was going with that.
No, you're just talking about people like in.
They want to have something relatable. They don't want to feel like, oh, I'm the only one that's thinking that. That's why comics, bro. The most successful comics are the one they'll say stuff and have people thinking like, oh, that's something that I do the day to day, or that's something that I thought of. Like they'll say what the people are thinking, and that's why they succeed is because the relatability there. Especially when you got someone like on a high platform, they're like, wow, this is really a person just like me that thinks like I do. You kind of see what I'm saying, where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
So I don't know. I think that's cool, bro. I think like we are probably at the safest, by far the safest time ever. And it's only getting safer, especially with the self-driving cars and stuff. And people are gonna argue that, but it's like I always tell people, bro, I'm not, and I hate to put it like this, I can talk to a white person and not get hung. Like, I mean,
whoa,
no,
you took it there
on a real note, or I can go into a saloon and not, just get shot.
Saloon. Saloons don't even exist anymore. What are you living in the freaking 1800s?
Point being is
Kente, God, no, this is a saloon.
we living in the safest time more than ever.
Saloon?
And I think,
come on, bro. A saloon, bro? What are we, a cowboy?
This man's still on there.
Playing Cowboys and Indians? Jeez, bro. Holy mackerel.
Oh, guys, here we go.
Sorry.
But, I mean, we are. Some people argue it, but I think it's because we're living in too safe of a time that people want
Like I said before, bro.
Go ahead.
People just look for the danger, bro. Like
exactly.
It's part of our primal instincts as humans. Like like you said, we're in the safest time now, so we're kind of too safe. So we're looking out for any danger. So if any little thing happens, our senses go off and we're immediately on edge, which is why we survived this long and why we evolved to be the best species on Earth. But at the same time, it's definitely the safest.
I know this is a random tangent, but it's just something that I was thinking. You have all these people that be like, "Oh, we live in the war. Well, now is the most worst time than ever." I'm like, are you serious? It's the best time. The most that people will graduate from high school and college.
Well, that true, but again, that's irrelevant.
Yeah, it
might become relevant. No, yeah, people definitely get educated.
But but my point, and trade schools. Well, they have trade schools and stuff now too. So it can help you get by to be like a carpenter or air conditioning person,
electrician.
Not to mention, bro, if you have problems with your car, you don't have to spend any money. You can literally look up on YouTube on how to fix your car. You can do that with anything, bro.
Big facts.
We just got a new mic set, bro. It's not obvious now, but I just looked up how to do it.
And
how
you
to put it together.
Fix it. So you might need to pay someone.
I made it worse. That's the sad part.
Exactly. Yeah, you set your own stuff up for that one. I wanted. Meek Mill was like, he's. I think he said it on Twitter. He was just like, this is the easiest time to become a millionaire.
It is.
So don't be weirdos. That's basically what he said.
No, it is, bro. And it's. I don't want to say simple, but I mean it's kind of. I'll say it's kind of.
It's not simple. It's not simple.
But it's like I was saying before, and it's a different type of work, bro. But I mean, it is kind of easy. You can be creative, find creative, but you got to try to be unique.
Yeah, find something that sticks. Yeah, because we talked about this a couple episodes. You got to find something that sticks, something that you're good at. Be realistic with yourself.
Yeah, and be realistic and be optimistic too. You got to be both. You can't be too much of one and not enough the others. Same thing. Because if you're too optimistic and you don't have a little bit of realism, that's how you get down in the dirt. If you're too realistic, you become a pessimist. So I mean, and you see no dream.
Too realistic.
Like I was told earlier this
pessimist. Okay.
But
maybe.
I don't know, bro. It's like we were discussing earlier, bro. I think 9 to 5. Well, I don't want to say 9 to 5. I think labor jobs are gonna be out. So there's and that's why I was saying before. My dad. I know we're kind of all over the place again, but my dad said it perfectly, bro. These like the entertainment platform that we're doing, podcasting, people being unique, social media, regardless if you like it or not, it's staying. And I think that's gonna be the new wave, the new, I guess I could say trend of like jobs and stuff like that. Like it's gonna come down to that. There's not gonna be really 9 to 5, working jobs anymore. Let's just take that. And I know I used this example before, but package handling is gonna be the easiest one to get rid of first because. Package handling.
Never heard. Oh, package handling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like FedEx, UPS, stuff like that. Because once you have the self-driving trucks, what you need people for? UPS is a different story because they're unionized. So I mean, that's gonna be. It's over. This is how you know we're getting in advance, bro. It's in our contract that our job cannot be taken by a robot. Pretty much. That's how you know we're getting there like in advance. Getting that was in the past contract.
But they can only hold on for so long.
Yeah, no. But my whole point being, it's coming. Like it's coming.
And think about it. Yeah. Oh, just to piggyback off what you just said on that, I just want to tackle that in a minute. Okay, so let's say UPS, right? Like let's say 10 years from now, everyone is using self-driving vehicles and to deliver things, and UPS is the only one still using humans. You think people are going to still be ordering from UPS?
No, because they're going to be unreliable. Especially if they see their packages come in, and I'm not a knock to UPS.
It's not. No, it's just real.
Yeah, like coming quicker, less damaged, and because it's going to be to a point where they can get it within 10 or 15 minutes outside your door. It's not going to take 1 day, 2 days. It's going to be like it's going to be there in an hour.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be like that. So once they have it more efficient, I mean, UPS is either A, going to have to transfer over. Or B.
Plus, think about how much money they'd be losing paying.
So much money.
Human money, their health benefits, insurance, all that, as opposed to.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And like I said, there's less complaining. You don't have to worry about grievances.
Right,
and stuff
right.
That,
so yeah, we already talked about that. So my point is, like, you can have that in the contract all you want, like.
Yeah, eventually it's gonna be done.
As soon as the technology comes, bro. Sorry.
But my whole point being is it's coming. Like, find something to stick to, especially if you're in the younger generation. Like, find it now.
It don't matter if you're younger or older. I'm not ageist, man.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
I'm not ageist. If what
This
you just
nigga
said, if you're in the younger generation, I'm just saying anyone can do it.
Ageist, bro.
That's what you're doing.
Is that a word, bro?
Yes, ageist is a word. You uncultured swine.
Dude,
Bro,
stop with this swine.
Bro,
You
read
call
it.
me a pig.
Read a dictionary, bro. No, but yes, that's a word, bro. Like I don't like to box people in because of their age, bro. That's not.
No,
that's
you're
not
right. But
there's a lot of there's a lot of quote unquote older people who've done amazing things. Come on, dude. Learn new amazing skills and be very successful.
Yes,
at it.
you're right.
So yeah, don't. That's what
You're
I'm
right. I
saying.
should be ageist.
Don't.
I'm sorry.
Show
Show everybody love, bro.
Yeah, show the grown
But
folks some
anyways,
love.
find something. Just find something and experience. I know we said this a couple podcasts, bro. Step out that you guys. In order to do that, you gotta step out the comfort zone. I mean, you have to. Like you have to step out, take that extra step. That's something that you gotta push for.
You want to talk about like the PC culture and how that developed throughout this decade, and like how it got like
How it's trash.
it just got like really overly sensitive for some reason.
Oh, so
Not people, just like
okay.
culture. Culture got really sensitive throughout this decade.
Can you explain to me the difference when you say that by people and culture, just so for clarification?
Okay, you put me in a tough spot here. Okay, let me. Okay, so there's always been people. Like for example, in the 90s, if you said like, I hate a certain group of people, like homosexual people, there'd be protests outside, right? So you like there was that, but nowadays like
Someone losing their job and stuff over it. Like, is that what you're talking about? Like a step further, kind of?
sure that too, like because my point is that there's always been protests. People have always like been sensitive to their group of people, but nowadays it's like you can't even joke about a group of people like on TV and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Like, kind of. Okay, now I see what you're talking about with culture. Like, this is something something that leaned big into. I think really more this decade more than anything, didn't it?
Yeah, because dude, I remember watching like WWE or probably back WWE and back then and WWF, dude. Stone Cold was stunning girls. Girls were getting body slammed and they were showing bras and panties and all that. Like it was wild, like in a good way. But nowadays, like it's like
you can't even do that.
Super like laid back and conservative compared to how it used to be.
I know exactly what you're talking about because
that's as culture period. Like think about like Snoop Dogg. They outside. All right. I don't want to discuss hip hop, but just like videos back in the day in general, girls were getting taken. All right, never mind. You go ahead. I don't want to even bring that up. Go ahead.
No, you good. So this is gonna be a Star Wars analogy. So not this Star
Never
Wars.
seen it.
Not just Star Wars that just came out, but the one before it. They made it to where kind of like all the main characters were strong.
Don't say it, bro. Go ahead.
We're women. We're like.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing is wrong with that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. But my dad made a great point. Like it wasn't making sense compared to like the past stories. Like you have this strong man now is just a passenger and a bitch now. Like to the strong woman. Like that.
I haven't seen the story, so I can't. I haven't seen.
I haven't really neither. But
so I can't really speak on it.
He put it in good terms. But it was just like they're pushing. And I'm not saying anything against this. I love women. I mean, I do, and I love strong women. My whole family, I was raised by women. But I'm just saying, like, they're pushing the Me Too movement and all that. That's got pushed more. And these people are just getting crazy. They running the world, bro. They're running the world out here.
Yeah, women should run the world. I think.
But I'm not trying to say.
I think on a grander scale, they make better decisions than men.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Yes.
I just don't think they've had a chance to prove that yet because of all toxic masculinity.
Why you stare at me now like that?
That's a term that came out this decade, this past couple years. Words like toxic, masculinity, tribalism.
I'm trying so hard not to sound sexist. That's gonna really bug me. I was really trying to.
No, you're a sexist. The world knows now.
My whole point being, well, my fault. You were going on.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I mean, I was going off on a different tangent about words. Like those words became popular this decade. Those words, I call those like PC words. Those trigger words, not trigger words.
And just for the people, what does PC mean?
Politically correct.
Politically, just for the because
I don't think you know what that meant. I think that's why you just asked me.
No.
The way you just looked at me, I don't think.
No, I knew what it meant. Relax, bro.
Are you sure?
Yes,
the way you looked at me,
I knew it.
you look too interested. Like
I knew what it meant, but I was just saying clarification for the people.
Okay.
No, but that is something that has been real this decade more than anything. I mean, just look at the movements. And I think now more than
listen, bro, you gotta stop attacking the women, bro.
No, I'm not talking about women here, bro. I'm just talking about some of the movements, like in general.
What are you talking about, Black Lives? What are you trying to say, bro?
You see, you're pulling the PC move right now.
You're saying movements. I'm just trying to get clarification. I'm giving out specific groups, and I want you to answer. Like, what movements are you talking about?
That's a question.
Exactly.
I don't know, bro.
Exactly.
But my whole point being, like, it's more. People say that we become more sensitive as people, as a culture, like you just said, and that I think culture. I think okay. When you say that, why do you think? What actions do you see that make it more sensitive?
Just the cancel culture, like we talked about, cancel culture, trying to get people fired for every little thing. One mistake. I think we talked about the last episode about Camila Cabello, her racist tirade.
That you were totally you wanted her gone, didn't you?
Again, look.
I'm just joking.
Don't play stupid. For the people that didn't listen to that episode, I said that I'm not saying she's a racist, but what she did was a bad thing. That's all I said. And she's gonna be fine. She's a millionaire. She's still gonna make music and be popular, so she'll be fine. Doesn't matter. But my point goes, like, people will try to cancel you for anything.
They will.
Or for good reason too.
Sometimes.
But for good reason too. So like R. Kelly deserved to get canceled.
Come on, bruh.
What?
If you hear Free Bird, you gonna sing it?
First of all, why didn't you pick a good song from him? And second of all, no, I'm not gonna sing it. Jeez, bro. What is wrong with you, bro?
Sorry, bro. It's the way you said it, bro.
What is wrong with you,
That's
bro?
got me dying right now.
Nah, but R. Kelly does deserve.
No.
Hot take incoming.
Let's go.
I believe that the reason R. Kelly got away with what he got away with for so long is because they're a black woman. I believe if he was doing this to white women, he would have been in jail much quicker. That's my hot take.
Duh. But
okay. Okay, I thought you were about that.
Nah, but let me ask you a question. Did a lot of these African American women
you can say black, bro.
Huh? Okay. I don't want you to get sensitive on me, bro.
What are you talking?
You'll be like, you only half. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to be that type of episode, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, just took African American. Yeah.
But do you think a lot of these African American came? Well, did they? Because I don't know. I don't know much about the case in general. Did they come forth like immediately? Because I don't want to sound racist here, but you know, white people probably come out quick. Like as soon as it happened, they probably come out.
I guess that is I guess that is like the perception, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, they'll come out quick.
Like
they'll talk about anything, huh?
Yeah, but they would stop to snitch on a black person. Like, gosh, that sounded bad.
That did sound bad.
Maybe we should cut that.
I said that. But no, I think you're right. Yeah, a lot of because see the thing with R. Kelly is he was dealing with a lot of underage women and like he had them like hypnotized, like they were like in awe of him. Yeah. Because he was. Yeah,
but that's so.
He was the ish, dude. R. Kelly was, dude.
Ignition
remix. Come on, hey.
I'm still
it's one of the greatest songs of all time. Whether you like it or not, I'm sorry. Just as
I'm still gonna spit that line, bro. I'm sorry.
Just as a piece of art, it's one of the greatest songs of all time. You can't deny it. I mean, he's a bad person, but the art is gonna live forever. I mean, you could take it for what it's worth. I mean, that's that. But yeah, so yeah, that PC culture, yeah, he deserved to get canceled. When we Bill Cosby, they took Bill Cosby. They didn't waste no time with Bill Cosby.
They didn't waste no, but people were just coming out the room for it, bro. It was left, right, left, like.
Bro, dude, I think my teacher came out and said that Bill Cosby might have put a pill in her drink.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm like, I think I was in LA then. Like, I didn't know what was going on.
Bill Cosby was kissing everyone.
Harvey Weinstein too.
Yeah, dude, I had to make sure that I never met Bill Cosby. I was like, dude, did he slip something in my drink? Like, make sure I never met this dude, man.
But so like,
yeah, he was like the only white dude though, bro.
I think. Well, I think like.
Dude, cause
So,
dude,
so would you agree that
Hollywood? Go ahead.
that PC worked sometimes?
Here's the argument. Another hot take that it only goes against black people, except Harvey Weinstein. Okay, dude, I don't want to start naming names, but you can look at cases in Hollywood of actors. I don't want to turn this into a race thing, but this is a hot take. I'm not a racist. This is just look this up. Of certain white actors or white figures in Hollywood doing stuff with underage people and it being brushed under the rug and them still getting jobs and whatnot. Bill Cosby and R. Kelly deserved what they got. They're bad for what they did. But at the same time, there's a lot of other figures that got away with things and they're still getting jobs and no one seems to care about it.
And people will agree with you, bro. Like, especially like, I don't want to throw out just the city here, but from what I've read, that the LA Hollywood culture, well, Hollywood, not LA, but like the Hollywood culture is very like toxic when it comes to that, especially like being a child actor or actress. Like, that's a very toxic environment. That's where you get a lot of these people that are just like drug addicts and stuff when they grow up because of the toxic. I don't know how to say that word. For it being for it being toxic, though.
Nice attempt.
And you're not the first person that's told me that it could be a race thing, and it could be, because you are right. Like, these are.
I'm just saying, dude.
These are big names that, but I don't know.
Because I'll tell, because I'm not trying to get sued or anything, but I mean, no one's listening to this, but
we got 32. We're like,
yeah, we got but yeah, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. But like I'll tell you a name off air, like what he did. It's just like, how is he still getting auditions like roles and stuff? You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. I'll say one famous one, Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah, and you think people gotta know, bro? Kevin Spacey got brushed under the rug really quickly, though. Like, that was
what he did.
That was a trending topic and a hot take for like maybe like half a month, and then got thrown under the rug.
Dude, and
then that man came out like House of Cards like it was nothing.
Well, that show got canceled. No. I actually have a joke about that, but he came out as gay when the allegations came out. He's like, you know what, I'm gay. Like, he tried to button the system. Oh my God! I never thought of it like that, bro. No, I'm just gay. Like, no, it can't be me. Like, no, it's not gonna work, Kevin Spacey. You gotta pay. But I think his accuser just died or something. I don't want to say died, but something happened to his accuser, or his accuser just dropped it, and so now he's walking away scot-free. It's like, really? Yeah. So he's Gucci. But I won't be surprised if I see him in a movie.
Yeah, but you know, you do have a point, bro. Like, some of these people do get swiped under the rug quicker and easier. But I don't really know, because that's kind of complicated. Because does race play a role? Does it not? I don't really know. Race does play a role in Hollywood in general, I think.
Well, if you want to be honest, let's look at America's history. Yeah, it's not.
You always have a token black guy in the film.
Sure, I mean, but it's not always been the best for people with a little more melanin.
Like who?
I'm talking about black people.
No, I'm aware.
America's history. What are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. America's history.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like in the Hollywood scene.
I mean, some people might argue that. See, I don't want to do this a race thing. Well, here, look, I'm gonna put a positive twist on it. I'll say this past decade, Hollywood has been a lot more diverse. Like, you're seeing a lot more black films, a lot of more cultured TV shows and things like that. So that's a great thing.
That's what's really catchy.
Like, it's showing like a different side of, like, it's not showing like the typical cliche characters. That's why the Cosby Show was so great. That's why we're devastated, because they're showing like the non-cliche side of black people. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was showing a successful side.
Yeah, Family Matters too.
Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. My Wife and Kids too.
All successful, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, actually, the '90s had a string of great.
Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody.
Black TV shows, black sitcoms, and whatnot. But now we're starting to get.
It's starting to come back.
Yeah, it's starting to come back. Yeah, you see what Hispanic shows like. Crazy Rich Asians, that movie did very successful.
And it's crazy because like I don't want to. I shouldn't. This is about to get hot take. This is about to get a little salty in here, bro. But it seems like culture films. Yeah, I'm gonna say culture. Culture.
I don't even know what that means. But go ahead.
Culture films and culture comedy it hits my humor better. In other words, black comedy and black film. This man was spit up his water. It like to me, and this is just to me, because my humor is kind of dark. It's just like a lot more
personable.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot more funnier to me, and I know a lot of people that are like that too. Like, because I think I don't want to. I hate to put it like this, and you're gonna kill me. Maybe they're like racist, but black people come out with this sense of I don't care when they come up like as to be like a comedian or something. Like, I don't know. They just have. They say I like it more of because they can say like a lot of racist jokes and not get ridiculed for it. And you know they can go on kind of off their, I don't want to say blackness because that sounds weird.
No, yeah, you can say blackness.
But like kind of off their blackness, like a ghetto upbringing. Like if they were to ever go like that, not ghetto, but like a black household or like a black upbringing, like that's funny to me. And stuff like that. So maybe that's why, I don't know. But they can be like a lot more racist and stuff towards that, because you know a lot of black comedians, they're always talking about white people and how crazy they are and how different it is and how stale.
Like.
Huh?
That's what you like. Yeah.
That comedy wise, yeah. And I think it's funny. You know, it's a culture break. I think a lot of people do though, because it's different.
What if white comedians were to talk about black? Would you think that'd be funny? Because there's white comedians that do that. They talk about like black stereotypes and stuff. You don't think that's funny?
No, I mean I do, but I don't. It is gonna sound so bad. My parents are gonna kill me, but it doesn't hit me like a black comedian say. I'm sorry. It's good. But I sound like a racist and a sexist this podcast. Jesus.
Oh man, that's funny. No, I mean, dude, there's nothing wrong with having your preference.
But my
comedy.
point being is, it seems like a lot of these like culture TV shows are really starting to like uptake. I forget what TV show it was, but they had like a kind of like a Hispanic one too, and that was really doing good.
Yeah,
I think that was like on. It's not ABC Family anymore.
I
Freedom, whatever it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the
Or maybe it is on Netflix. Maybe, I don't know.
The racist chick, Gina Rodriguez, whatever.
Yeah, her, yeah.
Racist chick.
Yeah,
I heard that show.
But that was doing good too, and that was a really actually funny show. But once again, it showed like a different household, like more of a culture household. Where it's different than your idea, typical. And I hate to put typical. I hate to put it like this, but white home, like, because that's what a lot of modern day shows are like for. I'm sorry, bro. I've been going on this rant for a second,
no,
but you know, it's just I feel like I got further explained because a lot of people don't see it like that, or a lot of people don't, you know, understand it. But you know, I don't know. It's good to see difference. You know, it's good
variety. That's my favorite
variety.
thing. Variety is my favorite thing in life.
Exactly. You know, and there's so much to offer. Because, I mean, regardless if you want to see it or not, there's such thing as black humor and white humor. There's such thing as,
for sure.
You know, there's such thing as black movies and white movies. You know, there's such thing as... Do you not think so?
What's a black movie and what's a white movie?
Like,
Cause
Big Mama?
When you say black movie, are you talking about
or Medea? Medea's a black movie.
Okay. But when you say black movie, are you saying because it has a black lead role, or it's because it's targeting?
Like Medea, you can see that's targeting more to me, and I don't mean to put it like this, but more of a black audience. I don't want to say ghetto. I don't want to say ratchet, but like more of a.
Whoa.
No,
why would those words even come up?
No, because like when I think of Medea, I don't know. I just think of funny black comedy, like kind of gritty black comedy. I don't know. Because she's kind of ghetto. Medea, the character, not.
I don't know.
Is she not?
I don't know what ghetto means. Seriously, what's the definition?
No, I don't know. Because I knew that question was coming. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know.
It's just a word that we've been using for the past.
Exactly. I'm gonna say this. I don't know, and I don't think a lot of people that use the word don't know like me, and that's such an ignorant statement on my part. Because when you said that, it's like, what is ghetto? When they say it, they talk about like people from a poor like environment, like a black community environment. Like I don't.
Yeah, but when you hear ghetto, it's usually like.
And people never give you if you would ask somebody, they'll never give you an answer. They'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know, do you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this race topic, but yeah, that was my hot take for the day.
Yeah. No, it's not a hot take, brother. I think a lot of people feel that black comedy is.
It dominates, bro. Like it does. Like I'm sorry.
You brought it up the Eddie Murphy on SNL.
Bro. Like people,
Chris Rock, Chappelle. Eddie, Kenan
Keith
Thompson,
Keith
Tracy
Kevin
Morgan, Black comics.
Chris,
Funny.
Bro, even if you want to go back in kind of back like in the 90s, bro. Thank you. I don't know why I snapped so viciously. Martin Lawrence, Chris Tucker, bro. Like these,
Def Comedy Jam.
those two right there were killers, bro. Especially when that was like the prime for black comedy. I think where it was at its most unfiltered. Was that? Would you agree?
I don't know about most prime. Maybe I'd say like just the start of it, the boom.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, the boom. But you know, if you take a look, and I would highly advise anybody to just go, if you want a good laugh, look at the Def Jam videos on YouTube of these people. It's hilarious. Like, bro, you can't laugh. Like Chris was it Chris Tucker? No, it was Martin Lawrence with the cockroach scene, right? Or was that
No, that was Chris Tucker.
Yeah, bro, just that scene alone, but that shit had me dying, bro. But
Yeah, that bit, it's one of all time great bits of all time.
yeah, bro, like, bro, it's just like, bro, it's a different type of comedy. It's amazing.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, we talked about PC culture. We talked about like clout. Yeah, I'm glad clout is kind of dying too. That word was.
Yo, I thought they were saying cloud for the longest, bro.
See, cloud is one of the things that people were using it the right way, but it still pissed me off. Like,
it's still annoying.
Yeah, it's still annoying. Like they were using it like correctly. Like
it's just like, bro, that does not sound right in that sentence.
Everyone is using cloud. It was just annoying. Yeah, so I hope that word dies down. Remember swag?
Yeah, a swag. I'm surfing. I think of the song.
Well, remember when people used to think they had swag?
Yeah, bro. Gosh,
that's
what
crazy.
are we doing to the human language?
We were cringy, man. Swag lasted a minute though.
Yeah, no, it did. I think people still say it.
Yeah.
There's a YouTuber named after it.
I think tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek.
I think kind of joking when they say it. They're not serious when they say it. What other words? Do you think of any other words that kind of died off?
That died off?
Yeah, that word, like super popular, that kind of came and went.
I can't really think of any.
I mean, like I said, like words like toxic. That's a pretty new one, right? Like we weren't saying that.
No one was saying toxic. I think that's like this year, bro.
Well, not this year. Maybe a few years ago.
When I started hearing it more.
Masculinity, words like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think the PC?
Tribalism.
I know this is so random. Do you think the PC culture is gonna continue to like? I don't want to say negative, but continue to like grow throughout the years, or you think it's gonna die down? What do you think the path that is gonna take? I know it's kind of unpredictable and kind of a broad question. But
It's got to go down because of what we talked about. About people being personable. People want the truth and honesty. I think people are tired of the cookie cutter stuff. So.
Because you are starting to see a little, not die down, but kind of tweet down a little more.
Like who?
Huh?
Like who?
No, like tweet down compared to like I don't know. It seems to me like, okay, let's take comedy for example. I think comedy is coming back around to where it's starting to get to the not dark, but the kind of grittiness, the kind of unfilteredness comedy. It's starting to take that turn. Not there yet, but it's starting to take that turn little by little. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, especially with Dave Chappelle's latest special. Yeah, people felt that.
Because he sounded like he was really unfiltered and didn't care.
Well, he was just, I guess, speaking his truth.
But you know, that's because you can kind of go. I hate to put it like this, but you can kind of go based on how comedy's going. It gives a prime example of it.
Yeah. I was trying to find a list of like trendy words from the decade. They're not giving me anything. Emoji. I mean, I guess these are new words. Emoji. Like were we hearing climate change back in middle school? were we talking about climate change and stuff?
That seems like more of an adult conversation now.
You think people were talking about climate change though?
Yeah,
I think it became a new big thing.
I think people took it more serious now more than ever.
I mean,
but you still got people that think it's a myth, which I think is so stupid.
Hashtag, that's a new word.
Yeah, hashtag is definitely developed over the decade.
Yeah, this police, like words like police brutality and
that's always
Black Lives Matter. Well, yeah, since Rodney King, but like these things became like hashtag me too, all these things.
Yeah, hashtag
consent,
me too.
Like words like consent. I didn't give him consent to touch me and like things like that.
Yeah.
Words like that. Just
bro, that's all because of PC culture. That's crazy. No,
that's not PC. Like,
yeah,
that's just.
that. Yeah.
just being a good person.
Yeah.
Like, you,
gosh, I sounded filthy on here, boy.
Yeah, you should.
Someone give me a gun.
You should always get consent with whatever you're doing. Yeah, just words like
Martin
that.
Luther King.
Like millennials, hipsters.
Yeah, now that's something.
Those new words,
Hipster's
like,
a big one.
Like yeah, just those type of words, man. Like
But do you think there's
gentrification? Yeah, dude. There's
oh yeah, that's another huge one. Actually, there's a lot. Gentrification.
Yeah, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, like people. There's more than one gender.
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I said that on air, coach.
Whoa. You should have just said no. Bro, remember that thing we talked about pride? Pride will get you killed? Dude. You said gentrification was, what'd you say? Different genders?
I ain't saying that again, bro.
Oh my god.
What does it mean? Go ahead.
No, in a nutshell, gentrification is just basically when a higher class of people move into these lower income neighborhoods and flush them out. So you were totally wrong.
Serious?
Yeah, I don't know where you.
Bro, this whole time I really thought I had to do with like a gender.
It's gender and gentrification. It doesn't even have the word in it.
God, dog.
They
boy.
both start with a G, I guess. But
They sound the same, bro.
gentrification. No, they don't.
Gentrification.
Gender and gentrification.
Yeah, that's just something.
Two different
I don't know, bro. I've been I sound like an illiterate racist / sexist on this podcast.
It might not hurt to read a book or two.
I need to be more cultured. I don't know.
I mean, it might help a little.
I kind of look horrible.
All right, so let's talk about what your goals are for the new year.
Man, love to put me on the spot, bro.
Yeah, like, I mean, you got anything planned?
Are you talking about
have you thought about it?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
what you
no,
want
no.
to accomplish?
No, for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely have. Are we doing broad? Like whatever.
Whatever comes to mind, my G.
So the first thing that always comes to mind, since I'm being a little selfish on here, my goal is I want to be able to bench 4 or 5 by January.
Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?
That's one of my main goals that will be accomplished.
Yeah.
All these goals.
I bet you can really change the road with that one.
Huh? Well, see, this is why I asked if it's gonna be broad.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I'm gonna maybe shoot myself and change my goal.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and lift your muscles or whatever. Take your steroids, whatever you guys do.
My second one, I just. It's gonna sound so generic, but I want to continue to grow. Like this year has been a growing process for me alone, especially this tail end of it. I ain't got to ask me for my opinions to laugh, bro.
No, you just said it's gonna be generic, bro, and it was super generic. Yes, I couldn't help but laugh, bro. I'm sorry. I just want to continue to grow. I just want to continue to grow. All right, bro, my bad, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Shoot myself.
I'm sorry, bro.
But yeah, no, I want to continue to grow. Just mentally, physically, and just really. I can't, bro. Go ahead, tell me.
I'm sorry, no.
I can't,
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, on the broad standpoint, the real note. Screw that. I might have to cut that part out, bro. But anywho, you don't do me off topic, bro. You don't do me off.
What are you looking? Come on, man. Your goals.
You don't do me
what do you want to
track.
accomplish, man?
I really want to, really absorb myself more into this podcasting scene and really try to uplift and take that. That requires us obviously going to, more events, just gaining more knowledge. Is what I'm talking about when I say grow. Really, hang around more successful business people to really gain that business knowledge and really try to learn that half of it. Just in general, I feel like everyone needs to know that because at the end of the day, everything that you come across is about numbers. It's really, really good to hit. I got a lot, bro. I got a lot, and I think I can achieve it. What about you? If you give me the mic, this is gonna take a whole hour, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it up, bro. What you got going on?
Something we haven't heard before. All generic stuff. But like you said, the podcast. Yeah, I definitely want to immerse myself in podcasts, learn how the ads work, how to market it better. Want to grow. Another thing is
want to grow. This nigga.
No. Want to grow the podcast. I want to help it grow. Specifically, I'm talking about the podcast. I'm not talking about in general. And also, I want to be able to help people in a way. Can I explain? Help people in a way that they're able to maybe find something they like to do. Like, cause we talked about this the other day. Just giving the people a sense of direction of what.
Because a lot of people don't. I'm sorry.
Like we talked about it. Because a lot of people don't know what they're good at or what they to do.
And it's sad, bro. Like it really is. Like I know this is kind of Nah, go ahead, bro. I'm not gonna interrupt you. I interrupt you another day. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's all good though. No, just being able to give people a sense of direction, whether it's through my actions or through my words and advice. I think that'd be dope. Also, writing jokes, writing sketches, more time on stage, connecting with people in the podcast field, like you said, connecting with new people in general, meeting new people, creative people. I think that'd be fun. Open-minded people. Dude, it's really endless, bro. To be honest, it can go on forever.
Bro, no, it really can, bro. It's a track that can never be forgotten, bro. Yeah, that sounds like a really, bro. I gotta write a book, bro. Listen to my enunciation with these.
You gotta write a book. This book's already been written. It's called Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat. Isn't that what it's called?
Yes. You never read Cat in the Hat?
Of course, I've read Cat in the Hat.
Well, on a real note, bro, we would like to know, people who's watching, we would like to know y'all's goals and stuff too. If y'all want to put it down in the comments section.
Yeah, please. Shout out to your boy, Copeland.
Yeah, Copeland.
Shout out to Copeland, man.
Just give a list of what y'all want to do. You can
Ruben, shout out to Ruben.
Small, big, it doesn't really matter, bro. I want to get the fans involved here. I want to get people involved, bro.
Yeah. What are you guys looking forward to in the new year?
Speaking of involvement, bro, you brought up a really good point. We talked about this earlier on the phone. People really don't know where to start and don't have a sense of direction. That'd be a really good thing to be able to do eventually. It's just like build something to where I don't want to say arts and crafts studio, but kind of like a studio or something.
Creatives, I describe it like as a creative studio.
Exactly.
Where it has everything you can need to be creative.
Exactly, and for free.
That's really that's really ambitious, but yeah.
And it'll happen eventually. But one of those things where you were talking about for free. So people can know what they're good at. Because a lot of people don't. And a lot of people are scared to take that jump or take that risk or don't have time to. No matter the age, but there's so much untapped potential that people have.
And people, and everyone.
And everyone. Everyone's good at something, bro. You just really gotta find. I know that once again another generic statement, but that's 100% true, bro. Everybody has something, but you just gotta find it. And a lot of people, they get so caught up in their own lives. I think it would be dope to have that a relaxation type of environment that's free and people can come to, and really, you have different options. You got musicians on one corner, like a huge studio. You got musicians on one corner, arts and crafts, paint. You got stand up, like how people teach people how to write properly as far as jokes go. You got people doing movies and stuff. Just have a big environment for that. I think that would be really good for the people, bro. And it really, like you said, like a sense of.
And this is not gonna happen this year. That sounds like
no,
a lot of money.
That was
put
just
it out there.
That was just goal future wise. And I was
10,
just
15 years.
I was just going based off, we're just trying to help, bro. Trying to be the leaders of this free world. Yeah, we sound like socialist, communist.
What? Why do we sound like socialists? Because we want to help people?
Yeah, I don't know. What's
wrong with helping people?
Nothing is wrong with helping
people. No.
Man.
Why'd you bring up communism?
No, not communism. What is it?
You said
activist.
Socialist.
There it is. Activist. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be proactive if you want to get.
Bro, activist and socialist are two different things. Gosh, I need a dictionary.
Yeah. Being proactive is a good thing. Taking action first is good. It's good to be proactive sometimes. A lot of times.
That's exposure. That's something that's big to it, bro. I know we discussed this a lot.
You got to expose people to different things for sure.
And not everybody's got to learn to say, I'm a hands-on learner. I have to be shown. I'm more of that. I'm more of a hands-on. You have to show me rather than me read and understand it. There are a lot of people that like that, and it's an effective way to kind of be like that. Show, visualize, touching, feeling. There's a lot of different learning tactics for everybody. You just gotta get out there, man. That's the moral of the story. 2020, I challenge y'all to do y'all's best and be y'all's best person, bro.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge right there, bro.
Challenge accepted.
No matter what the goal is, no matter how high it is, there's no such thing as too high. There's such thing as too optimistic, but no such thing as too high. There's nothing.
Yeah, dream big, man.
You got to.
Dream big, especially all you people out there on Facebook.
That's where you're going with this.
Dream big, man. There's a big road out there.
What'd you call it? Flaming hot trash can?
Flaming dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah, all the garbage juice just flowing in my brains. Nah, but yeah, dude, dream big out there. Dream big. It's a big road out there.
Huge.
You never know what you'll find.
What people you run into. Let's just take you doing the comic scene, for example. But you can run into anybody when you go to the Tampa or Orlando, improv or any stand-up comic stuff that you do. You run into anybody, bro, who really knows. And that's just you just going, getting exposure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be selfish here for a second. I'm glad I started doing it.
Yeah, that's real.
Before the year ended.
Yeah,
so I'm doing that.
I'm glad that you inspiring me to do. That's why I like why we click so well, bro. We both introduce each other to different things. Well, really, you mostly introduced me into different things. Yeah, I gave you props. The only time you will ever hear that. But it's dope, bro. It's fun, and we're gonna continue to grow, bro, as people. You got to leave me.
No. Hey, too good 2020, my man.
Of course.
Glad we were able to do this. On that note.
For the second time.
Yeah, for the second time.
I can't think of.
Second time's a charm, though.
I can't think of another individual that create 2 podcasts in 1 year.
There's people done it.
Two separate names.
There's people that done it. There's people that failed and done it. Just gotta do it though. But on that note, any last words you want to say to the
like we
beautiful
said before,
people out there?
Like we said before, we really challenge y'all. Just to write down your goals on a piece of paper. If you don't do it to us, like write down your goals and what you want to see, like future wise. You can do future wise, year wise, whatever it is. Just do it and like set out to it. Learn something new every day if you can, and just really go out there and capture it, bro. We don't live on this earth for a very long time. If you really think about it, 100 years really isn't long. And if you really, really want to go into it, bro, 3 people ago, bro, if everyone lived to 100 and 3 people ago, bro, life was totally different than what it is now.
Big facts.
So, we're talking about like early 1900s, close to 1800s, 3 people ago? Or am I tripping?
1900 was 119 years ago.
So we're talking about deep into the 1800s. Point being is, bro, life is short, bro. I killed that life is short stuff. Point being is, life is short, bro. So you gotta go out there and you gotta capture the moment and really live for it, bro. And I don't know.
Yeah,
we challenge y'all.
Like Eminem said, lose yourself.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, okay, I got it.
Come on, bro. It's a classic song.
You're right, bro.
Yeah, like what you said. And of course, as always, you can help us easily by rating us and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts and subscribing everywhere. YouTube, same name. We have a Instagram page, a Twitter page. Follow us. Give us suggestions. Anything. Critique is welcome. All that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Am I missing something?
We want that critique.
Yeah, please. Yeah, everyone's too nice. We haven't gotten a bad review yet, even though we know we're doing a lot of things wrong. So we're still waiting on that one bad review. But
we already have the lighting is terrible for my dad.
Yeah, I mean he's
right though.
Yeah, that's something. Also, we got to step our production game up.
Something that will happen, yes, going into 2020.
Yeah.
There's a lot of changes, a lot of things that because we're still learning. We're only a month and a half in. We're still learning how to do this, so we're gonna get better as it grows.
Yep. So I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We'll see you next year.
Peace.